Hi, I'm Lucas.
And I'm Michaela. Welcome to the Healthy Choices in Motion training.
Here at Healthy Choices in Motion, we begin each module with the warm-up. The warm-up routine is the same for every module. Today, Michaela will be taking us through the warm-up.
During the warm-up exercises, it is important to emphasize that warming up properly helps to prevent injuries. The first warm-up exercise will be marching in place. Stand with your feet together and your arms by your sides. March in place while swinging your arms backward and forward. Even though this is a low-intensity exercise, youth should be able to feel their hearts beating a little bit faster once they're done. The second warm-up exercise will be big arm circles. Before starting the exercise, make sure the students are arm length apart so they have adequate room to move their arms.
Stand with your feet together and with your arms to the side and parallel to the ground. Move your arms in large forward circles for 15 seconds, then move your arms in large backward circles for 15 seconds. Youth will feel this exercise in their shoulders.
The last warm-up exercise that you will be doing is side leg extensions for 30 seconds. Stand with your feet together and arms at your side. Extend your right leg outward, then return to standing position. Repeat this movement with your left leg. As youth are performing this move, they should feel it in their hips.
That concludes our warm-up. You will now begin with Module 1. Welcome to Module 1. Today, we will be demonstrating the farm to market activity, squats, and running in place.
Let's get started. For the activity portion of Module 1, we will be demonstrating farm to market. Have the youth split up into teams and line up in a single file line facing the farm. The first youth in line will pick up a piece of produce and hand it over their shoulder to the youth behind them. Next, the first youth will run to the back of the line. This process will continue until a team reaches the market. Once this piece of produce is gently placed into the market, the entire team will return to the farm and repeat this process until all pieces of produce have reached the market.
Be sure to emphasize that all youth should run on their right side on their way to the back of the line. Also, make sure that the teams are not throwing the produce into the market. It should be passed and placed gently into the market container.
Let's move on to our next activity, squats.
Stand shoulder width apart and point your toes slightly outward. Cross your hands so that your right hand is on your left shoulder and your left hand is on your right shoulder. Slowly flex your knees and hips and sit back as if you're sitting in a chair, making sure that your knees do not extend over your toes. Then return to standing position. Make a conscious effort to keep your head and chest up throughout the movement and continue this exercise for 1 minute. As youth are doing this exercise, they should feel it in their quadriceps and hamstrings.
Great job!
Next, we will demonstrate the proper form for high knees.
Bring your knees up toward your chest, keeping your head and chest high.
Nice work.
Our final activity will be high heel runs. Bring the heels of your feet towards the back of your legs. Great work! That concludes Module 1. In Module 2, you will begin by leading the youth through the same warm-up activities as demonstrated in Module 1. Lucas and I already warmed up. So we are going to move on and demonstrate the 8 exercises on the activity cards. Let's get started.
Arm circles.
Football feet.
High knee runs.
Jumping rope.
Walking in place.
Jog in place.
Run in place.
Toe touch. And that's all for Module 2. Welcome to Module 3. Today we will be demonstrating the activities at each of the 4 stations. Station 1 is a plank. Lucas will demonstrate proper form. Lower yourself onto your elbows and make a straight, flat line from your head to your toes. Shift your weight onto your forearms, straighten your body, and dig your toes into the ground. Hold this position as long as possible, and avoid letting your stomach or hips drop too far towards the ground. As youth are doing this move, they should feel it in their abdominals. In Station 2, Lucas will show the proper form for push-ups. Push-ups are great for developing muscular strength. Lie down facing the floor and place your hands shoulder-width apart. In the starting position, your arms should be fully extended, holding up your torso. Your legs should be straight and your toes should be dug into the floor. Lower yourself down so that your chest is close to touching the floor, and push yourself back up to the starting position, performing as many repetitions as possible. As youth are doing this move, they should feel it in their chest and triceps.
At Station 3, Michaela will demonstrate how to perform a sit and reach.
For this exercise, we will be utilizing a yardstick to measure how far the youth can reach. First, sit down on the ground with your legs out in front of you and your feet straight up. Line up your heels with the 15-inch mark on the yardstick. Next, place your hands one on top of the other so that your middle fingers are lined up. Without bending your knees, reach as far as you can along the yardstick. Your teammate will record how far you reach.
Michaela will now show the correct form for high heel runs at Station 4.
Run in place, bringing your knees and legs back so your heels touch your behind. Youth should perform the high heel run for as long as they can or until they reach 1 minute.
And that concludes Module 3.
Let's begin Module 4. We will now demonstrate a few exercises from the activity cards. Let's get started.
Our first exercise is ice skaters. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Jump to your right and land on your right leg, crossing your left leg behind you. Continue this movement on your left side. Jump to the left and land on your left leg, crossing your right leg behind you. Repeat this movement at a comfortable pace.
The next activity is toy soldiers.
Start off with your feet close together and your hands at your sides. With your legs and arms in the straight position, lift your left leg up and touch your toes with your right hand. Return to standing position and lift your right leg up and touch your toes with your left hand. Continue at your own pace like a toy soldier.
Our third exercise is apple pickers. Start by standing on your toes, and as you do so, reach as high as you can with your left arm, like you are picking fruit from a tree. Reach with your right arm and then repeat the movement, alternating arms as you go.
Our final activity is star jumps.
Star jumps not only increase your heart rate, but are also a great dance move. Jump up, and as you do so, separate your legs and arms as if you were a star, because you are. Repeat this movement for multiple repetitions.
If you have any questions about the Healthy Choices in Motion curriculum, please contact the Center for Nutrition in Schools.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the activities as much as we did.
Bye.